Hello there vlog friends, I hope you're doing really well. If you ask me, Morocco is the most beautiful country in the world. Something about the white dustiness of it, the mix between old and new, between the Middle East, Africa and Europe makes it irresistible. I can guess what you're thinking, and you're right. The world is filled with fascinating places to visit, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I am planning to travel the world. But if there is one place I can call home, it would always be Morocco. And that's why I want to give you 10 reasons why you should definitely visit Morocco. First of all, Morocco has such a diverse culture. It has been influenced and settled first by the indigenous Berbers, then Phoenicians, Romans, and then after came the Arabs, the Sub-Saharan Africans, and finally the Europeans, which made it such an exotic mixture of all these cultures. Next certainly is the magnificence of the geographic diversity of Morocco. With the Mediterranean to the north and Atlantic to the west, there are endless undiscovered beaches. Also, there are 4 mountain ranges which have been inhabited by Berber tribes for thousands of years. And then there's the south with the vast Sahara Desert with its giant orange dews and shockingly contrasting luscious oases. Morocco is a timeless place. It represents one of the last surviving examples of an ancient world. It is a land that almost seems suspended in medieval times, which explains why all these movies were filmed in here. Next on my list is the ancient cities of Morocco. I have been a Moroccan for the past 23 years, and strolling through the narrow alleyways watching the locals going through their daily chores is such a joy to me. Handicrafts. I have always been fascinated with the vast array of exquisite handicrafts in my country. These arts have been passed on from generation to generation, which reveals the traditions of this ancient society. And the traditional Islamic architecture employs the art of tile work, stucco work, and woodwork. Yes, Morocco is a magical land of beautiful art. Religious tolerance. Morocco has long been the leader amongst nations in the Middle East when it comes to religious tolerance, and for good reason. The presence of Christians and Jews dates back several centuries, even though their numbers have fluctuated over time. The 1492 expulsion of Muslims and Jews from Spain led to an influx of followers of these faiths into Morocco, while the legacy of colonialism contributed a sizable number of Christians as well. And while the numbers pale in comparison to the multitudes of largely Sunni Muslims, the fact is that, for the most part, each of these communities has lived in peaceful coexistence with the others for a really long time. The cuisine of Morocco. Food is extraordinary and is often compared to other ancient food traditions. The weather. There must be at least 320 days of sunshine in Morocco. I can't complain. Morocco's music and folklore. From north to south and east to west, you'll hear different rhythms, tunes and beats. You'll doubt that these folklores are indigenously from the same country. But if you get to know that its people are not from one race, you'll surely understand why. And depending on when and where you visit, expect to find music, dance and traditional storytelling everywhere, which I think is a great way to share our rich culture and heritage with the rest of the world. Last but not least, the people of Morocco. The people you will meet and become friends with will open their hearts to you, take you into their homes and treat you as one of their family.